Hi Taurus, welcome to your monthly reading. I'm your cosmic auntie and I am thrilled to be chatting with you right now. I hope that this reading is helpful to you. I hope it's encouraging and insightful and able to come alongside you in some way to assist you in gaining a greater sense of clarity, providing a sense of confirmation or validation to anything that you may be feeling and experiencing right now. That being said, always bounce all messages off your own intuition, your own inner knowing. You know yourself best, right? You have your own connection with divine energy. So take what you want and leave the rest, okay? All right, Taurus, what's coming up for the beautiful Taurians? What can we chat about? 5 of Swords, okay. The first word that I heard with this card is tension. There's a sense of tension that comes with the 5 of Swords. Kind of like psychological battle, conflict. This could be either occurring internally or externally or both. It's sharp energy. It's challenging, it's confusing, sometimes it's a bit aggressive as well. It can really, this kind of energy can help like grapple with, you know, and assist in gaining a sense of clarity with, you know, paying attention to this conflict, paying attention to this tension, whatever it may be for you. So it can and does result in greater truth and clarity, but it's one of the more uncomfortable energies to kind of one of the more uncomfortable cards and energies that are in the tarot, but necessary as well in regards to really finding your voice and trusting your voice and witnessing your strength as well. So again, this could be happening internally or externally or both. Swords energy is mental energy, so you could be finding yourself having mental battles, mental blockages, mental challenges in regards to circumstances that you are experiencing in life. They may be triggering certain things. You may also be experiencing conflict with another or a group or something like that that is, you know, causing mental anguish in some way. But again, this too shall pass and it will result in greater clarity about the situation, as uncomfortable as it is, okay? And it's interesting, I keep really being brought to the fact that these 5 swords are piercing the heart, right? These are things that hurt the heart. These are places that your heart has broken in the past. These are ways that your heart is breaking now. However it lands with you, it's a reminder to tap into the wisdom of the heart, because this is mental energy. It can be easy to be really up in the cerebral realm, and it can kind of play over and over and over again, right? Kind of like a hamster wheel without the heart kind of informing the mind and them working together. You know, the mind can go into a hamster wheel and the kind of heart can remain wounded. So connecting those two is a really important thing to remember in the 5 of Swords energy, to really navigate this conflict, navigate this tension, this friction, whatever it is, because your heart will inform the mind and your mind will also take initiative for the heart, right? So that they're both not spinning out in their own way. It's remembering to connect the two so that they're working together, right? They're working together. And to validate the pain that you feel, to employ the mind to investigate the emotions, and for your heart to share its wisdom with the mind, so that, again, clarity, greater clarity is achieved about whatever the situation is. 9 of Cups. Oh, beautiful. So the Nine of Cups is bliss. It is wish fulfillment, you know, kind of thing. It's the sense of love. It's the sense of peace, bliss. There's a sense of like a safe emotional home that comes with the Nine of Cups. Really coming to that emotional center. Again, this is heart energy. So connecting with the heart could be really helpful if you're finding your mind, you're putting a lot of mental energy into something. With the Five of Swords, replaying something over and over again, or feeling confused or feeling conflicted. Again, because the Five of Swords can be really psychological. You know, someone in your external world, there might be, again, conflict in your external, or you might be feeling this internally, or again, both, right? So however it resonates. But the Nine of Cups is that emotional center, coming home to yourself, coming home to your emotions, building a safe space for your emotions to take place, for your heart, right? And connecting to things that really bring you peace could be really helpful to kind of ground this tense mental energy. So what are the things that really, you know, bliss you out, right? Like, what are the things that bring you a lot of joy? Where are you feeling most creative? Where are you feeling most emotionally safe? You know, what is it that you like to do that grounds and connects your emotional energy? And again, this arena to express yourself, that could be really, really helpful. And again, navigating through the Five of Swords, whatever this is for you, is going to, again, not to be redundant, assist in greater clarity about the situation, greater clarity about the truth and what you need to feel better, and to I just looked at these butterflies, and to like transform, right? To transform into this more cohesive place. I hope that makes sense. Like, to really, what needs to be done for you to feel more peace with yourself, and more peace with the situation. And it may include some tough decisions. It may include some tough choices, some tough decisions, implementing boundaries in order to protect your heart, to protect your energy. And then also, I really feel like it's important to do things that really emotionally fulfill you, that emotionally ground you, that center you. And also know that all of this work and effort that you're putting into the situation is only going to make you feel, is only going to create more closeness with yourself and more happiness in your life. As difficult as whatever this situation is, like this, addressing this tension, addressing this friction, this conflict, will pay off, and it will feel so much better with the Nine of Cups coming here. This is pleasure, this is joy, this is happiness, this is bliss, okay? It's peace. It's peace in life, as peace externally and internally. There's a really, really profound sense of inner peace here. So maybe there's things that are kind of picking at your inner peace right now. So, you know, what are those things, and address them in ways that feel right to you, at a pace that is right for you, okay? And trust in your ability to navigate the situations, and trust in yourself to know what is right for you and what is not, and to ground your energy to connect to that sense of bliss by doing things that really bliss you out, right? Like those things where you feel a sense of flow, where you feel a sense of joy, okay? To remember and reconnect to that feeling, and to you know, get that heart and mind, heart and brain working together. so that they're both not spinning out on their own. It's these things that really bliss you out in safe and healthy ways, will connect those two things to reunite and remind you, okay, this is what inner peace feels like. And I feel with the King of Wands coming out, will only like create like more, I heard, gumption to continue to address these things that are picking away at your inner peace. Whatever is picking away at your inner peace, this is going to give you that, and it's going to fortify that initiative that I feel in your reading, Taurus, to protect your inner peace, to protect your energy, to protect your heart, to protect your peace, right? Okay, Queen of Pentacles has come out. So, Taurus, this is one of the cards you lend your energy to. I heard, what do you need? What do you need? What do you need in order to feel better? The Queen of Pentacles is incredibly nurturing energy. It's very motherly. So there could be kind of like, and the King of Wands is fatherly energy. So like there's a sense of being your own parent here, reparenting yourself, showing up for yourself, and kind of like tending to yourself, nurturing yourself. There's the King of Wands here, the Queen of Pentacles, right? Like, again, getting into being your own father, being your own mother. And regardless of if you have, you know, healthy or unhealthy relationships with like parental figures, we all have to do that as we get older. We learn how to kind of parent ourselves. We become our own maternal and paternal figures. So this is like really asking yourself, what do you need? The Queen of Pentacles is, yeah, very soft and generous energy, but also incredibly fierce. Like, the Queen of Pentacles knows her own boundaries, and the King of Wands also, right? Again, very generous, very boisterous, warm, eclectic, creative energy, but knows how to, you know, draw the line wherever is needed, and to trust themselves to know where to draw the line, and to do that from a place of peace and inner knowing and love, you know. So I hope that makes sense. It's this Queen of Pentacles here is like, it really is kind of giving the energy of like, again, what do you need? And pouring into yourself. And, you know, because the Queen of Pentacles and also Taurian energy, again, very generous, very loving, very, very loyal, very hardworking, and can often really, you know, to almost to a fault, giving too much, right? And what I'm sensing here is like, where have you overextended yourself? And taking accountability for that, and tapping into your heart's wisdom, tapping into your own energy, calling your power back to you, refilling your cup by doing things that really feed your soul, and asking yourself, you know, what needs to change? What do you need? And trusting in yourself to take action with the King of Cups, a King of Wands. Take action in ways that is like true to those questions, right? Like whatever answers you receive by asking yourself that, trusting in the action necessary and doing it in a way that's like just true to you. It is what is necessary. And there's almost like this feeling of not wanting to like cause conflict maybe in other people's lives. Maybe there's a sense of like not wanting to, you know, rock the boat too much. But what's interesting with Taurus is like there's a sense that you can go for so long until that bull, right? The bull is such a powerful animal, very peaceful to a point. Then that bull is gonna charge, right? That bull is a force to be reckoned with. So there's such a patience that comes with Taurian energy. There's such a grace that comes with the Taurian energy, and it almost like there's this grace that has been just pushed to the absolute limit in some form or another. And again, that's going to look differently for each and every one of you. And now there's this kind of point that I feel this reading is speaking to, that is like, okay, something has to give, something has to change. Taking accountability to recognize maybe where you've overextended, where, you know, and also taking accountability and taking, reflecting on like how much room you've given a situation or given someone or something that has consistently pushed the boundaries, pushed the limit. And it's like, I feel Taurus is like tapping into that charging bull kind of energy. But with the Nine of Cups, there's this sense of processing, you know, processing with the Queen of Cups as well, nurturing yourself, processing, tapping into that mental friction, tapping into that conflict, tapping into that discomfort, and really gaining the answers necessary so that when you do make the moves that you know are true and right for you, you will 100% trust the actions taken, if that makes sense. So I feel that like raging bull, but because you're just so, Taurus, you're so beautiful in the way that you could just like, you know, but you know something needs to be done now because the boundaries have been pushed and pushed and pushed, that it's time to kind of flip the switch and do something about it. You know, speak up for yourself, to, you know, protect your energy, to give to yourself, to nurture yourself, and to, you know, cultivate an environment that feels safe to be you. And with the King of Wands, like holding those boundaries, because there's one thing to establish boundaries and the next thing is to hold them, right? And that's challenging sometimes, but I honestly feel like I'm talking to Tauruses that are absolutely, you've been doing this, you've been grappling with this, you've been wrestling with this, you've been observing this boundary pushing behavior, you know, whether, again, if it's coming internally, externally, or you're finding both, right? Because everything connects. So it's like there's the sense of, with the Nine of Cups, observing this, and you're like, all right, it's action time. And I feel like some people like mistake Taurus's patience or like Taurus's ability to feel this friction, to kind of observe, to kind of step back, because it's like, I notice with Taurus energy, it's like this, there's a sense of patience even when you're like uncomfortable, but people like often like don't even comprehend the fact that you're like watching the situation, you're doing a lot of internal work, and then when you're ready to move, it almost can be like, whoa. It kind of shocks people because you have this ability to like lay low in a way, like lay low. Like, yes, you can be a charging bull. Yes, you have some force to you. And when you're ready, like, people, I think, often like underestimate Taurus's ability to, again, be in that part of the Queen of Pentacles that are like firm, boundary drawn, like, and your ability to fight back, to stand up for yourself, because you can take on so much. But you can take on so much, but you're watching how much you're taking on, and you're watching and you're observing and you're feeling the pressure, while yes, taking accountability for maybe the ways that you overextend, because you're very loyal, you're very loving, you're very nurturing, you have so much energy to give, and you are delightful energy. But you aren't just a workhorse for everybody, right? It's like the oxen remembering like that they have the power in the situation, and they're gonna take off, and the reins are gonna rip, and when they're running, they're running. I hope that this makes sense, because I feel, you know, Taurus, there's a sense that with those where you push your boundaries, or even when you you know, allow to a certain point, that people don't realize like just how firm you can be. And when you've made up your mind, you've made up your mind, and you have love, you have grace, and you do it in a way that really reflects your love and your grace, but it's firm. I hope that makes sense. The moon, yeah. So the moon, that's where this like just this deep observation is coming from. This ability for you to, I heard, to lay in wait, to observe the situation, to really get a good understanding and a good understanding about it. You know, really, with the Nine of Cups above the moon, this subconscious energy becoming conscious, you're receiving answers about something that's been bothering you for a long time, whatever it may be for you. You're receiving clarity about what it is that's been picking at your peace. And there's this like charging bull energy, remembering your power. And it's not like you've ever forgot it. I think others maybe have forgot it, but you're like, you haven't forgot it, because it's like you have so much patience. Again, to a point. There's a feeling here where like your boundaries have been pushed, or like you've been laden with things, and like, yeah, Taurus, you have so much strength in you that you can carry a lot, and then it gets to be too much. And the bull is a big, powerful animal, okay? And it's like, you can charge, you have the strength, you can fight back, you can, you know, and I feel like there's something here that's happening with that. And I feel like there's a lot of information coming through your dreams as well with the moon. Again, there's so much subconscious information coming up into your conscious, that it's like, whoa, like the dots are connecting, pieces are coming together, and answers are being received from within, and you're like, oh, okay, yep, that's why I feel like that. Okay, yep, okay, all right. And you're seeing something clearly for what it is. And your patience is now being like reframed and poured into yourself, that you're giving yourself patience to figure this out, to be able to sort out what's necessary for you, what's right to do in the situation. And then with the King of Wands, you'll be taking action when you feel it's right, and when it's right, you will trust it. And that's the beauty of you, Taurus. And it's almost like I feel like this element of surprise, like people are used to like pushing your limits, that they forget that you can push back, and that you are solid. Okay, you're solid. You can push me and push me and push me until so far that I am not moving. All right, I'm cannot be budged. And that's one of the beauty of, like, you know, when you read about Taurus being stubborn, right? Being stubborn, it's like when you've made up your mind and you know, like, you have taken in all of the information that you need to, it takes sometimes a while for you to take action, but when you take that action, you trust that action, and it's unmovable. You are unbudgeable with that beauty, love, and grace, because you're giving it to yourself, because you've witnessed and you've observed that whatever it is that you've drawn a boundary with has been picking away at your peace. And unbeknownst to whatever this is, like, you're giving them chances, giving the situation chances, and then boom, chance is over, chance is done. And yeah, 9 of Wands, this strength, this solid stability that comes with you, Taurus. And there's something here that's coming to an end. There's something that's here that's coming to fruition, right? This is the end of a cycle. This is a lot of energy. It's a lot of pressure even, right? And then it gets to the 10 of Wands, which is the end of a cycle, the end of something, and it goes back to the one where that Ace of Wands is rejuvenated, right? That internal energy, that life force, that passion, that initiative, that drive, that creativity, you know. So there's something that's suffocating, and it's getting to the point where it's getting too much. So again, whatever it may be for you, keep observing what's coming up, and, you know, keep tapping into your intuition, and know that whatever you decide to do, when you're ready to do it, will be the right time to do it. And I know that even in, like, the hardest of moments, you're not out to, like, hurt anyone's feelings. You're not out to, like, anything like that. You're just like, well, that's all I need to know, and I'm gonna go now. And people are like, wait, what? And you're like, no, like, this is getting too much, and I'm going to remove my energy from this somehow, in some way. And again, that's going to look differently for each and every one of you, okay? So pay attention to your dreams, tapping into that intuition. Really look at what's bubbling out of your subconscious right now. And then ground all of this energy, because it feels like it's deep and intense, through things that bring you a lot of joy, things that give you a lot of bliss, and help you, you know, really find that, like, safe emotional center. Oh, the Lovers, yeah. And the Star, oh my gosh. I just heard, I don't even know what song this is, but I heard, she's a runner, she's a track star. Because I feel like there's a situation in some form or another that you're removing your energy from in order to protect your peace. And by doing that, it is helping you align with yourself so much more at a deeper level, you know, align with people, places, and things that feel reciprocal with the Lovers, sorry. This is a sense of reciprocity. It is the sense of deep union within yourself, and whatever it is that you are addressing that's picking away at your peace right now is going to leave more room for, again, people, places, and things that really see you, that you feel a sense of reciprocity with, that you feel love, okay, that you feel valued, and that they give to you without expectation, and they love what you give to them without expectation, okay? This is just pure love. And ultimately, the 6 of the Lovers, right, which is a 6 in the major arcana, is balance, It is deeper cohesion with yourself, deeper unity with yourself and with life, universal love, okay? So again, there's definitely something that's irking you in some way. You've been pushed to a limit time and time again, and now you're like, all right, I have to do something about this. It's like you recognize that your peace needs to be protected, and are laying low, but doing a lot, like quietly, to receive the information from your subconscious into your conscious, and then activating, nurturing yourself, remembering your worth, your strength, your charisma, your fire, okay? And then are removing your energy from whatever is draining your energy, and that is resulting in, and will result in, a deeper unity with yourself and with life. Oh my gosh, Taurus, that's so interesting. All right, let's get some oracle for you. Hollow Bone, Teachability. This card speaks to stillness. So yeah, you may look very still right now, very still, but so much is going on underneath the surface. And this is about stillness and surrender, and allowing yourself to kind of empty, okay, so that you're able to receive this information from your subconscious into your conscious, so that you can learn from it, so you can gain the clarity that's necessary. And then we've got overwhelm, overflow, and plenty, which kind of gives me that 9 of Cups energy here. So emptying to be refilled, emptying to be refilled. And you may look very still right now, but then when you're ready to move, you're ready to move. And when you're ready to move, you will trust in the moves that you make, okay? And go at your own pace. And I know you do, Taurus. I know you do. Let's get you a postcard from Spirit. All right, dearest you, we are sending you waves of love and joy as we watch you reap the rewards of your tenacity and faith. We know how long it has taken for you to reach some of your goals, and that you've had disappointments along the way. Right now, we suggest you take a deep breath and fill yourself up with gratitude and tune into the vibration of well-being. Temporary conditions may be trying to hypnotize you into seeing something else as your reality, but we know that happy rewards are on their way to you even now. Change is the only constant, so be open to it. You will achieve your dreams and more, we promise. But more important, your happy rewards will be gathered up in the small moments, the gentle breezes and the soft kisses, and the quiet commitments. Your happiest moments will be on the journey itself, not in arriving at any destination. You are surrounded by so much love and care. Can you feel us? Thank you, Spirit. That's so sweet. Well, that's a beautiful way to conclude this reading. I hope that this was helpful in some way. Enjoy the journey, even though there may be some, it may be uncomfortable at times, right? But that discomfort creates like that friction necessary to bring your awareness to kind of tap into, gain greater clarity, and receive answers necessary to protect your peace and to show you how valuable your energy is. And call your energy back to you, and know that your energy is sacred. It's a gift, and you're allowed to form and hold boundaries in order to protect your sacred energy. So yeah, if you're finding yourself anything like temporary situations trying to hypnotize you right now, just keep being in that observational state, and then making moves when you feel ready. And when you feel ready, I know in that Taurus energy that you will be ready and you will trust in the actions taken. And even in the discomfort in some parts of the journey, there's a lot of gratitude here. And there's a lot of wisdom that's being gleaned by leaning into the discomfort, by looking directly at it, because it has now tested you so much that you have no choice but to look at it. So, well done, Taurus. You're doing amazing. Keep up the good work. You are so safe. You are loved. You were protected. Okay. I hope that this was helpful, and I look forward to connecting with you in the next reading.